Hey guys, welcome back to Reminiscent. We're here with Bert, Dubz, Dezz, and Juan.
Bert Dubz. I'm Bert Dubz this time.
I'm
not.
Bert Dubz, Dezz, and Juan. This week's topic is crazy stories with friends. Just crazy stories with friends.
And we'll start Bert Dubz. Alright, so the first one involves me, Dezz, our friend Hepna, and our other friend Dylan. We've kind of brought them up before, so you may know them by now. Our friends would know your friends. So
Our friends.
sharing is caring. We're it's a warm summer night, and this girl down the street from Dezz's house, where we are now.
Hey man, don't forget you had a crush on that girl.
I was getting there. Jeez, let me set the scene.
Oh, Bert is trying to wiggle his way out of this story. No, wiggle you
Alright, so as Dezz said, I got to have a crush on this girl, and it's a late night, and this is her birthday party. She's got a bunch of girls over in her backyard.
I just really excited about
Like
Middle school,
trampolines,
7th grade.
and just
Trampoline.
whatever girls do in middle school outside at night.
They were just
You
trampolining,
trade
man.
bras?
They were just...
outside.
Yeah, I would trade my old ratty one for a nice lacy one.
In
Something
7th grade?
exotic. Yes. I have weird interests. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Too soon, Dubz.
So
Too soon.
we walk over there, and behind her house is this huge forest for Germantown. It's like a subdivision, you know. It's a big forest back there, and we're like, dude, let's scare the shit out of them. So
That was our master plan to get her to like you.
I don't know if that was like the desired outcome, but it was just like,
I know you wanted to go because I remember she told you about it, and you're like, "Oh, dude, we should go to that." And I was like, "I don't want to talk to her anymore." And then that's how we got on the topic, and then we just were like, "Well, let's mess with them," because Mandy was
Alright.
over there for Hefner too.
that's true. So
Yeah.
we go over there, and we're crawling through the forest, and we're all sitting in the forest, probably, you know, maybe 30,
You and I were
30,
right
40
next
yards.
to each other, and Hefner's like, "I'll hang back,
All-
just in
we're
case."
all, we're all in
All
squat position, like ass to grass form, like excellent form, excellent form, like 10 out of 10, and
Would
just
fuck.
waiting. Just
Because
waiting.
because Mandy got curious, and she came and she was like,
Oh,
"I heard
man.
something, guys. I swear to God, I heard something." She was like maybe 3 feet in front of us. And
Typical
we're like,
scary movie thing. It's not nothing. What are you talking about, Mandy? Like, just
Like, Mandy,
giving
stop
a
trying to
bullshit
scare
look.
us. And Mandy's like, no. She was like 3 feet from us. We're like, all right, we gotta jump now because she's gonna blow our cover. And then all of a sudden you just hear, "Girl, pizza." And they all just run in because they're starving, and we're just like, all right, they'll come back out. Yeah,
They'll come back out. just pizza. A few hours later.
3 hours later,
Later.
I wake up. I'm like,
But-
was I asleep? Yeah.
Dez's just like leaning against this like little tree. I'm just sitting there, just like, oh my god. Like,
Oh my God.
I think we're
Why
finally
you guys
just
wait
like,
there for that long?
dude, we were dedicated.
You were
individuals.
stupidly dedicated.
We were
So-
certainly dedicated to this task.
I think we're just like, all right, fuck this.
And we're like, we gotta move in and actually hear why they're not coming out. So we moved up to the side, and we heard like Hadil telling girls stories about their like first periods, and we're just like, this is not what we came here for.
This is not.
And then all of a sudden it was like, I think they went to midnight bowling or
Yeah,
something,
then,
right?
then it was like midnight bowling. Yeah, everyone leaves, and we're just like,
Well,
You're fucked.
all right, let's walk home. We'll hang out at Dez's house. So we're walking home, and this is where our friend Hepna, who will become renowned in DC lore. We're just walking. Dezz and I are a little ahead, and apparently Dylan was there too.
oh yeah, he was just hiding out. She's from us.
Our friend Dylan is notorious for saying, "Yeah, I was there." So we're not even sure if he was there at this point.
No, he wasn't. He was not. I
Oh,
can confirm.
Dylan's
Sure. I know he wasn't at that one.
Okay,
for sure.
So Dezz and I are maybe 20 feet in front of our friend Hepna, who's lagging behind again. Like, what's wrong with
I
this
don't know
guy?
what he was doing.
We're just walking, and then all of a sudden we hear like these bikes, and then Hepner goes, "Potheads, run!"
Of
We
all
look
things.
around, and there's like 3 or 4.
There was like 7.
What were they like?
Middle. They were high school.
High school,
We were
like
like middle
freshmen?
school. So basically, we were dead.
So we look around, and they're like speed biking towards us, and it's like you can't run back to Dez's house in time. So we book it behind the
There's a sign.
the subdivision, like, you know, sign that says "Welcome to the
Welcome
preserve."
to Germantown. Welcome
So-
to Ghetto with Bert.
With Bert.
We're hyped by the sign, just dumbfounded that our friend would say such a stupid thing. And all I remember is like them surrounding us and hands coming
They
through
were
the
just-
bushes trying to grab me, and then
sounds like a
remember
horror
Dezz, like,
film.
Terrified, dude. That's probably why I'm jumpy these days.
Yeah.
Because of this experience.
and then all of a
There's
sudden
just
it's like
hands out of
everything just stopped.
Ugh.
Do you guys know Luke? Dezz is like,
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Oh, you guys are cool. See ya. Drives away. Nothing. I'm
Luke
just like,
Miller?
No.
This is Luke Shower right across the street from me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because he was a childhood friend. of
Everything
mine,
went better than expected.
I was like,
Thought we were gonna die. Came out
just
all
got-
we
right.
ended up,
No
you know,
random people.
a lesser known part of that story is we went back later that night. When they came back, we went back and we actually jumped out and scared them, and then their mom got mad at us.
I did their
They
mom got mad at us.
they called my mom, and I had to get a talking to.
That's
Lectured.
Because if you remember, we told my dad we were just gonna hang out in the driveway.
This is true.
we were a little bit risque, as they say, because we were in the ghetto.
These were
Our
these are
ghetto
the
influence,
risque driveway times, Dez.
Dubz.
Yeah.
What's your story, friend?
What was I gonna
That story is kind of
Don't worry,
fun.
Dubz makes me what I forgot what I was gonna say.
say? Well, we'd agreed upon something. And then
The samurai
The
story.
samurai starts with Mysh.
Oh yeah. All right.
I never heard this story.
I don't know this story either.
This is great. This was like what, my sophomore year?
Yeah, so it had to be it had to
No,
be
it
senior.
was
'cause we didn't
my
hang out with Mysh
junior,
till
your
yeah.
senior year.
That's
And-
when we were in our films.
yeah. So we filmed all these little like short films with Mysh. He just did a lot
Check
of
them out on
Vulpine.
Productions.
We'll link it below.
Yeah, we'll link it below. But so we're all sitting there, and me and Dez are dead set this day on making a horror movie.
We
We
were-
just
we
wanted
were
this
damn
to
right.
happen.
I know. I hear Mysh now. Not a horror movie, guys.
Yeah, exactly. That was the
That was
consensus. Was
perfect.
me and Dez. We were sitting on the curb in front of my house, thinking of all these different ideas for a horror movie and different people we could get involved later that night for it. And Mysh, he's just kind of like he's sitting there listening to our ideas, and he does not want to do it.
Yeah, you know the Mysh mode.
So yeah, the Mysh when
Mysh
when
mode.
he's
it's
got
not Mysh mad, but it's like Mysh disinterested.
yeah.
Don't
So
worry, Mish. I think you're a respectful friend, and I agree with everything you
but as we're talking, Mysh gets up and walks into his car. Like maybe he's getting something. I walk over to see what he's doing. He's like on a Game Boy SP or something, just sitting there playing a game. Ruby, I don't even know.
I think it was actually.
Sit
Sit like
down.
Golden Sun. I could see Mysh doing that.
But me and Dez sit down. We're continue talking, and then all of a sudden, he just drives away. Mysh
I
says,
think he was my ride too.
"Yeah, he was. That's why you couldn't go home yet. That's why you had to stay at my house because Mysh did not say anything. Just drove away." And
Mysh was notorious for that. Like, you just like
I
get up
remember
and
those
leave
days.
randomly.
and so
Yeah.
me and Dez were like, "Now what are we gonna do?" And at that moment, the biggest fog rolled in. Just couldn't see any past. So what do we and Dez do? We go out. We find these broomsticks and hockey sticks,
Oh,
and we pretend samurai fight.
the entire afternoon went.
Yeah, until I had to go a band thing, and it was glorious. There was a storyline
What?
developing.
We had this
it was
whole-
so fun.
it was awesome, man.
you know, when you were a kid and you play fought, and now
You'd be
you,
like,
you sit around, you're like, I kind of wish I could still do that.
and we did.
I still do that for my
Yeah,
job.
you know.
Well, yeah, but I actually had a competitor that was worthy of me. Yours are like little munchkins.
Your face
that
when the
would get
weather was
punched in
trying to
the
make
face.
that horror movie happen.
I know, right?
Here, bro. I'm even in on this idea, and Mysh was like,
But all right, now here's part two because I heard what Bert said, and this is something that none of you guys know.
Uh-oh.
You guys know Kurt Degner?
I do know Kurt Degner.
So
Yeah.
Kurt, I used to go over to his house all the time, and then so he and two of his friends are like, "There's this forest behind my house. We could go over there and just we have all these airsoft guns. Why don't we go play?" I'm like, "Sounds like a wonderful idea. I love airsofting." So we go back there. We get back there. They made a little fort out of twigs. There is nowhere to walk. You cannot get between. It's just twigs that were as tall as me. That were this far apart every day.
Traps.
And so I can't walk, and we're like, okay, this isn't gonna work. So we walk out. The first, there's a line of a little ditch where it went to a little swamp, and then there were the houses, and then there was a field. So there's all these houses. We had to walk down a ways, past back down this little river thing, to get to Kurt's house. And the first house there was the house of a certain Vinnie Tomasini.
Oh.
Oh, Lord.
We were all wearing paintball and airsoft masks, which you cannot see our faces. The first thing we hear when we walk past that yard is, "Hey!" We look over and he runs and jumps over the river completely and starts chasing us. I have never ran so fast in my life.
Oh my God.
I mean, Kurt and his friend were 20 feet behind me.
It doesn't matter if you're faster than him, as long as you're faster than the slowest guy in your group.
And I was in front, field sprint, running away from the Charlie in the bushes. And Like I went into Kurt's house and just sat there and like looked up. The shit was that? Kurt ends up running up to the door, opens it, and then his dad ends up like calling Mr. Thomasini or whatever, and it's like, "Did your boy chase our boys?" I was like, "No."
No.
All right. And that was the end of it.
Did your boy chase our boys? No. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
That's all the
Okay.
justice then.
Okay.
That's Southern justice for you.
You reminded me of a story, friend.
We all can say chase
Because you said paintball, but we were doing airsoft.
Yep.
I'm not sure if you said airsoft.
We were airsofting.
We went over to Simon's house, and we were gonna do some airsoft.
I love this story. I think everyone was here except
Yeah.
Dubz.
Thanks, Dubz. So we were gonna do airsofting, and so we're like, all right, man, yeah, let's go out back and we'll do some airsofting. And I was like,
This
I
is
have
like-
no equipment.
This is like late November when
Yeah, it
there's
was
somehow
chilly.
no snow, but it's really cold.
It was cold as hell.
Was I there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
think
were
so.
there. And
So-
I would like to note, I have like a problem with my hands. Like
Circulation
they're always
problem.
cold.
It's
I
circulation.
don't understand. Like they're getting kind of cold now, but I've been warming them up. Like
Oh, yeah,
they're
they are.
They're definitely
Yeah.
definitely chilly. I don't know why. Like even like a warm day, they'll just be like ice, and it's like how, whatever.
So,
Anyways.
gonna fall off.
So we go out there and we're like, all right, we'll split up into two teams. We'll cover this half of this huge lot that's in Simon's backyard and cover the other half. It's like, okay, we'll go. If anyone knows me, I'm like terrified to be alone at night when there's no one around. So I was like, Bert, I'll be on your team, man. And he's like, okay. So we go out there, and within like 10 minutes, it was like fogged over. I was like, Bert, cover me. Damn it.
Bird covering.
Every 3 minutes, I was like, cover it. God damn it. So I couldn't see anything. So at some point, I was like, all right, Bert, I give up. I'm just like, I have my hand on you. You give me a direction, I will pull the trigger and fire in that direction. And eventually, we had to work as one entity because Bert's hands got so cold he couldn't pull the trigger. So he was like,
just like
so we were out there. Bert was my eyes, I was the gun, and we were sitting there. We were like trekking across the air. I was like, shh, I heard something. Bert, can you see it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Give me a direction. Left. I heard nothing else. Well, now that they know where we are, we gotta keep moving.
That was like the whole night.
And then we finally get back. Everyone's like, I had no idea what I was doing. I sat down and waited because all of our goggles were fogged up. And Bert's like, mine was perfectly fine, sitting under the sink like a warming hand.
I had like those like anti-fog ones that somehow actually worked, even though those
It
things
was.
never worked.
It worked
So I could see
perfectly.
completely fine, but could not operate. Hands
Everyone
like,
else could
need
not.
to load my gun. Nope. Let me just fire this trigger.
Oh, that
Nope.
was fun, man.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Juan?
I'm trying to think. I've been trying to think of what crazy story I was going to talk about this entire time.
Talking about
Oh, that's right.
Fuck that story.
Dude, that was the best story ever. Thank you very much. So one day,
Earlobe tickle.
middle school was
I
at
I just want to say, I feel like middle school, I was always the one that got the shit end of everything.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, everything.
I wasn't around.
Like, between our friend Hepler and his shenanigans, and then just the stuff that happened.
Always would do something.
Elementary, my dear Dubz.
Anyways,
Was it 6th or 7th? I think it was.
it was probably like 7th.
It was 7th because we didn't
Okay.
hang out with you and Hefner till 7th.
7th grade. Let's see. I get this chocolate milk, and I start gargling. I go, guys, watch! I can gargle milk in my mouth.
You're like, I can sing.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can sing while gargling at the same time.
Our whole table busted
And
and
then
was going on. We
Hefner-
were all laughing our ass off.
Hepna just goes right down my jugular.
It was a quick
And I spew
frolic.
all of my milk out right in front of me, and guess who's happened to sitting in front
On
of me?
the other side of the table.
Our good guy, Bert, right?
Okay, over here.
You know who was the biggest person that was like, Juan, just don't do this.
Chocolate
it's
milk
gonna spill
covered
everywhere. It's gonna
everything.
Spill. Bert was sitting there the whole time like, Juan, stop it. It's gonna spill everywhere. I'm gonna get my stuff covered. No, I was sitting right next to Bert. Just, poof, one drop in my tray, and I was like, napkin. Clean. Everything was clean. I was checking because I was like, I don't know.
I don't believe I'm this clean.
No, I want to draw
all
from this.
over you, dude.
I want to draw from this with Bert. Anything that goes on in his house, the possibility of anything that happens to anything in his house is in his mind at any moment. So it's like, Dubz, can you just stand on the other side of the room and like, why? It's like, because if you were to do this thing, that lamp would break. It's like, shit.
You know what that reminded me of, Juan? The one dot is the time when we went to McDonald's and we filled that chicken nugget with ketchup.
Oh.
And the whole thing, we like infused
my
it.
God.
Yeah, we cut it open and we infused it with ketchup, right? And
we
then,
sucked the ketchup up through the straw, and then we put the straw. in
of
the
course,
ketchup
we finally complete this masterpiece and we're like, all right, who's gonna eat it? Before anyone can say a word, Hefner slips.
Again.
Wait, I'm just slapping the chicken nugget against the window.
Window?
But it just disappeared.
There was no ketchup anywhere. There was nothing. We couldn't find it.
He slapped it against the window. It was gone.
It was gone. There's no nugget. There's no ketchup.
Nothing.
This is
We're
something
gonna find it in one of our pizza.
I wanna bring this. I want to bring this to Bert. Of all the people who we've included in DC, and I mean, it's hard to get any more people involved since it's already a group of 6. But Hefner would have been a pinnacle person to have.
Hefner would have been like, I'll make it.
Maybe
guys.
someday.
Yeah.
One day,
That's
legendary happened.
That's Magic Con. Shh. Maybe someday.
Okay, let's ask again. No.
No. What about Dubz?
I don't think so. Can I have some food now? No.
Do you say anything else but no? Try asking again.
Can I have some
Something
food
to
now?
No. The laughing.
Yeah, that's like a short story, like me and Dezz sitting in Roberts with a whole bunch of people we don't know that asked us out to lunch.
I remember
And
that.
we're just like, me and Dezz are just like, you ever like laugh so hard your cheeks cramping up and you're like,
it's like, and then you hear you're laughing, you just keep laughing more.
yeah, because you
What?
care for them.
Okay, so Dezz and I would always communicate via AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh god.
And yep,
I remember this.
So it's one of those summer
Profiles.
days. One of those summer days, and Dezz is like, "Yo, Bert, come over, let's hang out." And it's just, dude, I don't want to do anything. Dezz, you probably already know where the story's going.
Yep, I know
It's
exactly
like,
where it's going.
Dude, I'm not feeling it today. Not hanging out. It's like, dude,
I've
come
heard
on.
this story,
This is-
yeah.
It's so like it's a great damn, dude. I'm not feeling it today. Like 5 minutes later, calls me. Come on, man. Like Nico, cousin, let's go bowling. It's like, Dezz, just no, I don't want to do anything.
We should eat together.
Let's play some
Want to
video.
see a movie? Well, let's play some video games.
Anyways, so
man. We should get a drink together.
like 15 minutes later, Dezz calls. Hello? Dude, Bert, you gotta get over here. There's all these video games at this rummage sale for 2 cents, dude. You have to
Bring
get
your
over here.
pennies.
Bring money, man. Like, hurry up.
Oh, man.
I like immediately hung up the phone, got on my bike, sprinted over to Dezz's house. All right, Dezz, dude, I brought all. I found some money. Let's go.
No, and then I led you on a journey. And then we went on a journey down to the down the block. And you're just like, how much further is it? I was like, oh yeah, by the way, there is no rubbish.
My dreams were shattered that day.
I think I mentioned Crash Bandicoot in that lot.
Yeah.
I mentioned like Spyro. There's a couple other.
Pokemon, I think, was in there.
I got him out of the house though. You know, a crazy story was when we made the Godfather 4.
The Godfather.
It's actually there's a clip of it on YouTube if you look at my channel.
Oh, dude.
That's the first video I.
God,
That's the
help
first
us
video
all.
I did.
Dude, that was so.
It was my 7th grade birthday party,
Oh,
and I could only have 3 people sleep over. So I had Hepner, ironically enough,
Yeah.
Juan, and Bert, and we were just okay. So Juan, Hepner, and I were like guys.
I think.
We have
sorry
a-
to interrupt. I think Hepner needs to join us now. He's like in all these stories. Like we need to bring him in.
So Hepner, Juan, and I were down here, and we're like, dude, you know what? Let's make a movie. Let's make Godfather 4. Hey, Dad, can we borrow the camera? Oh, go ahead. Just don't make noise. Falls asleep. So we're like, all right. So we're like, all right. Well, let's play this new Godfather. So we filmed I have the whole video somewhere, but we only have a clip of it. But anyways, so we start filming the beginning of like the introduction of the characters, and it's just like, yo, what's up, man? My name is Vinny Auditore, and I'm like in the mafia. This is the Godfather 4. We're like, Bert, we need someone to portray the Godfather. Bert was upstairs like, guys, you should play Warcraft 3. Our roles have since switched. I want to play Warcraft 3. But, so Bert's just like, come on, guys, let's play Warcraft 3. Movies are just like dumb. And we're just like, Bert, come on down. We gave him the gun. And that's when he's like, okay. We came.
The gun.
So he came down, he jumped up in the
Ghetto,
bunk
dude.
bed, and that was the famous scene after, that was the first start of the camera, was happening. There's the Godfather playing Bobbit. The evil Robert playing Bobbit.
He's scared.
And I remember the first time we watched it upstairs, everyone in the house was busting a gut. Bert was just sitting there like,
man. I could see him do that, especially as a kid, with like your hair, the way your face was, just
you were just not amused at the fact that Hebner said that.
the bop it or the gay?
No, that was the gay.
It's third thing.
Bop it.
And then we filmed the whole thing. We filmed the
There was a
sequel,
whole.
remember? We filmed a whole lot of those, man.
No.
And then there was the one where
Fuck none of those.
we made the strobe light and we had the black light. We had the whole production down there, and I don't know where it is now.
Do you know the strobe light?
No, I don't.
Anything else?
I was just thinking about actually now that you bring up birthday parties, Dez, at one of your birthday parties.
Oh God.
When Casey was there, and no, was it Casey or just it was Bert. It was too epic.
You know what? Juan went to go fart on someone and it just released on someone else. It was too epic.
My excuse me just unloaded.
We got the brunt of that one.
It's too far.
Yeah.
The rankest part ever. My only excuse was it was too epic, dude.
Bert was not able to get sleep
Oh,
the rest of the
dude.
night, man. There was, next week's question is memorable childhood activities. That one's for you. Memorable childhood activities.
Father Gavis.
I have some good ones on this.
Yeah, there's some.
See you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.
See you next week, Dubz.
It was about the Cypress Project when you guys had to come to my house.
Jesus Christ! Don't do that! Why did you pull the plug? Don't do that!